Hello guys, welcome back. My voice did not sound good there. Hello, hey, what's up anyway? So I did a shorter one because I figured, they wouldn't be able to watch too long. So I did a shorter video. Let me grab my cup of coffee I made out here. And knowing me, I will probably have another piece of that bacon later too on this one. That stuff was yummy. So now I've got my coffee. And if they subscribe, they'll see the second part of this where I try this mixture here. I needed this. Oh, hell yeah. Yummy. But yeah, that bacon was the bomb.com.yum. So I'm just going to sit here and talk with you guys while I have my coffee this morning. And if you didn't see the last video, this is the second part of it, basically, where I just talk for a while and hang out. Because I figured, why not? Because that was just a taste test, and I was trying to get this stuff cooked quick and taste test it and everything. So that was just a short little chat and cooking breakfast and everything. But, yep, this, again, if you missed last video, this is the butterscotch swirl caramel macchiato mix. And this time I put caramel macchiato creamer in it. Because I got some more caramel, yay. But, like I said, the bacon is like if you like candied bacon, you'd love this. Which is just bacon with brown sugar on it. If you like that, you'd like this. Because it's not, the cinnamon is not overbearing, it's not too powerful, it is just perfectly rubbed on there. This is so good. Glad to have a cup of coffee in the mornings because I'm going to need that starting next week. And hoping to get the coffee channel up and running. And I'm thinking of letting Keys do our Ukraine vlog, so that, because that's his native land, so I figured I'm gonna let him do that, and then I'll upload it. And I've got to get I will upload also once I get that, I will upload the one he did the other night. Oops. So you'll see the birthday celebration he did, as well as, his all the stuff he got and everything. I got to get that one uploaded as well today. So I will definitely do that. Probably later this evening. I'm not going to overwhelm y'all with a bunch of stuff, but I'll get that one uploaded as well as his Ukraine version. So I'm going to let him do our flight in. And I'll let him talk about what he thinks of our family growing so much. Or we might do it together, who knows. How he wants to do that. This stuff is so good. Like I said, hopefully I can get you guys the coffee channel up, because I know you guys wanted to see that, because I was getting a pretty good response from that video I did where I was chatting about coffee the other day. So once that's uploaded, or that channel's up, I will be letting you know. Looking forward to that. Just chilling out. It's too quiet in here. The kids are up and running around, getting to know each other, because like I said, there's a lot of them, so they're kind of getting acclimated to their new settings. Kids are getting to know their siblings. Like my family's, we're just kind of getting them acclimated today to each other, letting them get to know each other, playing in the pool indoors, because of course outdoors it's too cold, but they have an indoor pool that's nice. And they have, so basically at the moment they're in separate ones, and then later we're going to put them in together and let them meet we're going to put the whole family together. But right now we got the two families kind of, well, three families technically, kind of separated for a moment, because there's so many of them that we decided to let them meet, get to know. It's like sibling time right now. Then later we're going to go into the great big pool in the other place and all be together as one big family so they can meet everybody. So that's because we want them to get acclimated to their siblings first and then go from there. Yum. Because we decided together as adults that we got to get these kids acclimated to each other first, and then, because there's so many of them, because a lot of the kids when these others moved in were sleeping. Some of them were awake, but not all of them. So we're gonna get them accustomed to each other and acclimated to the new environment and being wanted and loved and accepted for who they are. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm just watching them play. And they are just enjoying life right now, swimming in the pool. And cold outside, but nice inside, nice and warm. And, we got the pools going. And they're nice and warm, the perfect temperature for them. So they're enjoying getting in the pool and playing and getting to know each other. They're just enjoying life, these kids. They are just enjoying life. They're happy, but there's going to be some adjustments. There's going to be some meltdowns. There's going to be some tempers flaring, I'm sure, but because they're not used to it, so I'm sure there's going to be some situations, especially with the family of 24 that has been traumatized. There's going to be some snapping, because I used to be that way. There's going to be a little bit of snappish. Danielle just splashed currently. They're having a splash fight. Oh! Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Older Trentling got splashed. They're in a splash fight. They're having fun. Him and Danielle hit it off. And his little girlfriend, she's in there with him. And she is crying. She's laughing so hard. Danielle is cracking her up so bad. Danielle just fist bumped her, smiling. She's having fun. She loves Trentling's little girlfriend. They're about the same age, so. They are young love, you know how that is at that age. And Michael, he's hanging out with Warren over there. We got to keep an eye on him because he has seizures pretty bad. Warren does. And he is having a laughing fit right now. Mike's got him just rolling. He's laughing. Those two are going to be inseparable, I think. We'll probably be putting them in the same room because those two have hit it off big time. He just told him that his papers got mixed up with Stratton's papers, and Warren's like, what the oops? What the oops? Oh boy, I love it. He just said, silly people. He's like, Mommy's more organized than that. I know that. Yes, I am, honey. Yes, I am. I do not mix paperwork, if I can help it. He was asking if I brailled it. Yes, Christy does. Christy puts it in a printer, through a, copies it, scans it, and then it goes and gets printed in Braille. So, yep. And let me tell you, I will give you a heads up because it is annoying, the noise. Because I wouldn't want it to cause a seizure because, yikes, it's loud and it's obnoxious and it's annoying. But, yeah. Yeah, that thing is loud. Ooh. And we'll probably be somebody's going to be doing our Halloween special too. So we might even let Mr. Mike do it. Mr. Michael over there, Azrael, as we call him. Our Smurf kitty. Anyway. We call him that, like I said, for those who are new, we call him that because he's mischievous. And I said, because when I met him, his name, of course, was Michael, and I said, "You're mischievous. I'm going to start calling you Azrael after the cat on the Smurfs." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, because you're mischievous. You're mischievous Michael. And when you do that, you're Azrael." And it stuck. Mischievous Michael, aka Azrael. Yeah, he's because that cat is mischievous as heck. But yeah. But yes. We're definitely going to have some vlogs up today because I'm trying to get back into the groove of things and get you some more content. Yum. And no, it's not a cappuccino, Mommy. Yeah, no, it's not. It tastes like one, but it's not one because it's sweet like one, but it's not one because it's not milk. I discovered that the hard way. Like I said, I'm not a professional barista, so I don't know all of the stuff. I learn as I go, and I teach as I go. So as I learn stuff, I teach it. Now, I knew they had milk in them, cappuccinos, but there was one thing about cappuccinos I did not know. Does anybody know what it is? I did not honestly know that they were made with espresso. I knew lattes were, because I was told by someone at Dunkin' Donuts. But I did not know that cappuccinos were made with espresso. So surprise the freaking prize on me. I did not know that. I did not know that cappuccinos were made with espresso. So yeah. I got a surprise. I learned that and I'm like, oh. No wonder they're stronger coffee. I didn't, and I should have known that, but honestly I didn't. I don't know why my brain was not putting that together. But yeah. I do not know why my brain was not putting that idea together. And the sad part is, with those, this Brutista was fun. She was actually writing stuff with the milk froth. She was doing decorations on the cappuccino. It was neat. I think it was the cappuccino. I can't remember if it was the latte or the cappuccino. It was one of the two. But she was doing writings with the milk froth. It was neat with it. Actually, I think it was the latte she did that with. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was the latte she did that. And it was just like, it was really neat. And I'm like, oh wow, you could write with it? Okay, interesting. How did you do that, lady? She's talented. Like I said, I'm no professional at all. By all means, I am, I am not, and I'm not, planning on being, but I'm just going to teach what I've learned over the years and things like that. I'm not a Brutista by all means. So I'm just learning things as I go and learning how to do certain things and have fun with it. Because coffee is actually kind of fun because you got all sorts of flavors, you got all sorts of creamers you can use, and you can do all sorts of shit with coffee, and creamers and do different combinations like I just did. You can do all sorts of shit with that stuff. So, yeah. You'll never know how much stuff you can do. It's endless, I tell you, it's endless. But this caramel macchiato creamer is thebomb.com.yum. Come on, Mom, you gotta do it for Casey. Come on. Thebomb.com.meow. That's what Casey loves to do. And see, I can't do the meow that I love I love that she does because it's cute. She does it best. So yeah. And we'll have to get her on here, her and Tavish. Have some hangout time with her and Tavish. Sometime maybe next week we can do some hangout time with her and Tavish. And Tavish is a goof. He is a trip and a half. He oh God. That man is a freaking riot. And I'm just going to come right out and say it. There's nobody better for Casey than Tavish. Because Tavish, he knows Casey inside and out. She knows him inside and out. And, you know, there's nobody better for her than him. Because he is just what she needs. And, you know, he is just a riot. And he's the type of guy that, and poor Tavish, he's got his work cut out for him now. Because Tavish has a habit of each kid has their own little bit of quality time with him. And they each have their own little tradition that they do with Tavish. Christy's his baby shark, and she acts like she's going to attack you. I mean, and, you know, that's Christy's. And each of the kids have their own little thing that they do with Tavish. And now he's got his work cut out for him. Honey, I pity you. I'm trying to come up with all kinds of ideas for all the kids, because yikes. So, yeah, I pity Tavish right now, because yikes. And the other thing I love with him is he knows, of course, even though I'm not in the southern area, that I was southern raised, in a sense. Because my late grandma, she was, even though she wasn't born in the South either, she had southern values. The way she would raise. Because she basically raised me till I was like 7. Because my bio was Workaholic City, but also, let's just say, had her party days. And so then Grandma basically did, and then she had to quit work and go be a stay-at-home mom. So, yeah. She basically had to do something that wasn't in her forte. She did not like that. She liked to be out and working. So yeah, she did not prefer to be an SAHM. That was not her thing. And, you know, it is not for everybody. It just depends on the person. But Tavish knows. So if I say dear or darling or something like that, he knows I'm not meaning it, and in the I'm going to steal you type attitude. Like, some people would be like, hey, you're hitting on me. No. Some people do not understand it. Trust me. I had somebody do that one time. I was up on Team Talk on the server with the group of people that I work with for my other project, and I called the boss dear, affectionately, because that's what I do. I was Southern raised, and he knew that. He's married. I think he's been married for like 10, 11 years now. I think about more like 11 or 12, because I think it was 10 at the time, I believe. And so he's happily freaking wed, okay? And I called him dear. And the woman's like, well, she's hitting on you. She just called you dear. And he's like, he just started laughing because he knew I was not hitting on him and trying to take him away from his bride. He knew. Me and him are like really close friends. And so he knew that I was Southern raised. And I'm just sitting there laughing. I go, honey, let me explain something to you. And I said, I just called you honey. I said, that's how I am. I'm Southern raised. I have Southern values, Southern traditions. I said, and I had a Southern grandma, which was basically my step grandma, but I didn't claim her as step grandma. So, yeah. So, it was grandma. And let's just say this, and Casey won't care that I say this. Her mom reminds me so much of her. It's scary. The first time I heard her, I actually muted my phone call because I had just gotten to know Casey. And I muted the freaking phone because her mom's voice made me think of my late grandma. And it just broke me. And I just started sobbing. And she goes, are you okay? And I go, oh my God. I said, honey, if I didn't know any better, I'd have thought that was my grandma there for a second. And she goes, me? I go, yeah, because she heard me. And she's like, I said, your voice brings back memories of my late grandma. I said, she and you, if I didn't know any better, I'd have thought you were a long lost sister of hers or something, because you two sound so identical. It's not fun. I mean, they do. I mean, especially when she starts laughing, that belly laugh of hers. Oh God, she triggers a laughing fit with me every time. Never fails. Never freaking fails. That woman, when she belly laughs, reminds me of grandma so bad. And I just burst out laughing, and Casey's like, what? And I'm like, there she goes again. And she knows when I say there she goes again, she knows what I mean. She knows, oh, she got her going again. Because she so reminds me of her when she does that belly laugh. And even when she gets mad, she reminds me of her, because her temperament, when she gets upset, that drawl comes out. And they sound so freaking identical. It's scary. And they're not even related. They're not. But their attitude, their temperament is like, oh my God. And the other thing that she reminds me of her, and Casey doesn't know this, and she's about to find this out. The other thing that gets me with her mother is how graphic she is at describing shit. I mean, this woman is so like her in that way too. She is so good at just detail. Her attention to detail is just off the freaking charts. And I don't care if Casey plays that part for her, because she so reminds me of her when she describes things. I mean, she's so good at it. Because there were times where, okay, Grandma lived in Tennessee, I lived in Ohio. And Grandma, when we was on the phone, would describe something to me in such detail that I could picture it. I mean, that's the way Grandma was. Or Granny, as I affectionately call her. Just like Puppy did. Now, Mom's mom hated that. You call her Granny, you're in trouble. Now, but my stepdad's mom, I could call her Granny because she was Southern. She didn't care. But yeah, and his sister, oh my word, she sounds a lot like his mom. I'm like, yikes. But anyway, so it was definitely fun when I, discovered how much they resembled each other. Now, in the same breath, I'll tell you somebody else who resembles somebody. So, like I said, Casey's mom reminds me so much of my step-grandma. But the singer Malvina Reynolds, if you ever heard her sing, this woman can sing. She reminds me of my biological grandma a lot. She favors her voice-wise, and it's like, oh my God. And let me tell you, Casey could tell you, when I first heard Malvina sing, I freaking lost it. I freaking lost it. So now, when I play her stuff, I always call her Grandma Malvina. I just can't resist. It's just an affectionate thing. I just call her Grandma Malvina because she's so... reminds me of my grandma. It's almost freaking scary. And I know they're not related, but yikes! Could have fooled me. And it's so weird how people can resemble your family that's not even related to you. It's like, yikes! And I mean, it's unbelievable because I mean, we're not even related. I don't know where she's from, but we're not related at all. And it's like, woman, if I didn't know any better, I would think you were my grandma's twin. So that's why I affectionately call her Grandma Malvina. I just can't help myself. It's in me. It's just like instinct. And I'm like, yep, that's Grandma Malvina. That's what I always call her because it's honestly, I'll be honest with you, it's therapeutic to do that because she reminds me of her so much. And it's like, yikes, you know, and of course they're both gone, but oh my God, the similarities in their voices is scary. I mean, when I first heard her sing Morningtown Ride, I'm like, oh my God, especially right at the very end, as soon as the song ends, the way her voice drops down. Oh God, I about freaked. I mean, I was like, holy shit, you two sound like freaking twins. Yikes. But yeah, they sound like freaking twins. I was like, whoa, dude. So yeah, it was crazy. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy how people that aren't even related to you can remind you of your own family. Like, for example, Rocky's mom, Debbie, she reminds me of Grandma too because she sits there and she goes, you two are the Bobbsey twins. And that's what everybody called me and my best friend Sue, the Bobbsey twins, because we were always laughing. And we laugh alike, we act alike, it's almost scary. And we're only like 5 years apart in age. And it's so funny because we're like sisters that, I mean, and we've never met. We're honestly hoping to plan that because that would be a blast. Oh my word, me and Rocky hanging out. Oh dear God, help us. Oh Lord, look out, Tennessee. Oh shoot. Look out. But yeah. Look out Tennessee, look out Kentucky, look out any place in the South when we come hanging around. Yeah, look out anywhere in the South. When us two Bobbsey twins are hanging around, you're in trouble. Is that right, puppy? Yeah. When the Bobbsey twins are loose on the prowl, the Bobbsey twin puppies, yeah. Because I can get puppyish when I want to. She loves it when I do my little puppy whine. And she also loves it when I get my pit bull bark. That's what I call it, the pit bull bark. And I know not all pit bulls are mean, but I can do a mean pit bull. But I always start with this. My growl is kind of like almost like a purr noise, but it's a growl. It's my version of a growl. Yeah, I get mean when I want to. I call myself the pit bull. Warren just looked at me like, ooh, mad dog. I can be. somebody messes with my family, I can be. And I met some pit bulls that were just big babies, oh my word. This one pit bull, he was funny. He was trying to play tug of war with me with a freaking huge go-kart, the tire, go-kart tire. It was interesting. Crazy dude. He was a big baby. And he was just so gentle with me. He knew. And like he would bump my leg. Here it is. And he never tried to jerk it away. He would act like he was going to. He would like jerk it a little bit harder just to mess with me. Like, let go, mine. And it was just, he was just so fun. And they were just watching him and they're like, he just turned to mush. That's what they said. He's like, he is mush right now. He just loves her. He's not gonna. He knew. I mean, this dog knew. And even them, people are like always saying how mean a pit bull is. I'm not saying they're not. But in my opinion, any dog can get vicious. It's how they're raised and how they're trained. Not all pit bulls are nasty. That one was nothing but a big baby. And he was a great big dog too. And the funny thing was, he even, and they caught him doing this, he put the tire down and got up in front of me like, okay, here I am, look at me. So I could see how big he was. Then when I stood up, he did the same thing again and stood up on his hind legs like, see? This is me at height. You know, I mean, he just, and they're like, oh my word. I mean, this dog was just, he was a big baby. That's all there is to it. I mean, he was a sweetheart. He was a big baby and a sweetheart. So, yeah, I mean, and so, like, next Friday, I'm going to try to get up the Virginia flashbacks that I did. And I might even treat you to a video because it's freaking hilarious. I might even put it up there so people can see it because I was playing with something and it just had me in tears. I was laughing so hard. So I might even treat you to a few next Friday. All the Virginia flashbacks. Because, and I'll probably upload them tomorrow private and then just have them all done. That way you guys get those because I keep promising them and I'm going to make sure you have them next Friday. So I'll probably upload them private and then change them because I know how to edit and go in and make the setting public. So I will probably be doing that tomorrow so I can make sure you get your damn vlogs. Because I keep promising these flashbacks and I haven't been able to get them uploaded yet. Because my energy sucks. And before I get this thing started, I'm going to have them uploaded because you guys deserve these. And I'm going to make sure they're uploaded. I might even do it today. Who knows? Tonight. And get that done. So I will definitely be doing that. But I will do a vlog for that day to warn you, here come the flashbacks. And then I will start giving you the flashback episodes. And they'll be in their own little playlist so you can check out anything that I can find that's able to be aired and go from there. So, and tomorrow I'm going to just talk about how I met Narkees because a lot of people I know are wanting to know how I did. And it's a very interesting story. It's a very, very interesting story, and it's kind of sad, but it's a really hard story to talk about, but I want to share with you guys how we met because it's definitely worth it. And a few country songs actually fit our story. A few scenes in the country music world kind of fit our love story. So And you'll understand tomorrow when I explain this, because it's kind of cool how this all went down. So stick around for tomorrow's vlog when I have some coffee in the morning, and I'll have some coffee and I'll chat with you guys. Excuse me. Mornings. I'm going to chat with you guys and tell y'all how we met. Because it's let's just say love out of tragedy, if that makes sense. And you'll understand what I mean. And it basically teaches you our story. And Narquise would be the first to tell you, if you have a true love, and let's say there's a reason y'all can't be together right now, because there was a reason me and Narquise couldn't get together the day we first met. There's a big no-no there. That's all I'll say. There's a big reason we couldn't. And we'll explain. But he had begged me to wait for him. And we might even do that flashback. We might even pull that flashback out of the water and show you that day. And, the day we met, and then just a few days later, when I moved in with him, he begged me to wait for him. That's all I'm going to tell you today. Tomorrow I'll tell you the whole story, and it is gut-wrenching. And if you are in that situation, for example, don't pull a Jimmy, because it could hurt you in the long run. And that's all I'm going to say. It can hurt you in the long run if you pull a Jimmy move. Especially if you truly love the person. And also, other times, there could be other situations where, you just can't be with them for some reason. There's a reason you can't be together. But yet you love the person to death. Let's say, for example, they might be taken right now. They might be dating. Don't give up. Because it's either in the cards that down the road you'll be together because it might not work out, or there's somebody else waiting for you. There's two different scenarios that could happen there. And I'm big on, wait on who you love. Wait on that special person that you love. Because if you are in love, you are madly in love, the right person will happen for you. Whether it's that person that you're in love with, there might be a reason. It might be a family. They don't want you guys together. Or, the person might be unavailable at the moment. Or it could be a situation like mine and Narquise's, which you'll find out tomorrow what that is. But don't give up on that. Don't give up on your goal. Because somebody else made the same comment Narquise did. And guess what? He is happily married to the woman he said he was going to be with. He is happily married. They are married to this freaking day right now. And he was in the same boat as Narquise. The only difference is he wasn't disabled. He wasn't severely disabled like Narquise was. But he was in the exact same situation. Exact same age and all. And so, yeah. So, don't give up on that. Don't give up on that. Because Narquise didn't. And I did the thing and waited for him. I waited for him. I did. I waited for Narquise. And I'm glad I freaking did. I'll be honest, I would have been a fucking idiot if I hadn't. I'm going to point blank say that. I would have been an idiot, point blank, if I hadn't waited for him. Because, to be honest, if I could find a man like him in the real world, hell yeah, that'd be amazing. And here's the thing. Because somebody's asking, I'm sure somebody's right now hearing this and going, well, are you giving up in the real world on finding a Narquise? No. The chances of finding a guy like him are few and far between. But there's one out there. I know it. I feel it. And to be honest, if I could find that match made in heaven for real, bet your Bunsen Burr I'd look for it. Sorry, Mr. Whitaker, I had to use that. I'm an Odyssey freak, and he came up with that. He used that. Well, what if one of these kids gave up? Would you tell them the same thing that you guys are doing right now? No, you bet your Bunsen Burr you wouldn't. Then get back out there. I don't know where he got that from, but I love that. I use that all the time, too. You bet your Bunsen Burr you wouldn't. I use Odyssey phrases a lot. But, yeah. So, yeah. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, I tell you. The boys are sleeping. Jeez, wish I was. Anyway, just kidding. I need to get up and get motivated today. But yeah, I mean, and like I said, it's a story that comes out of the ashes, let me tell you. And it was definitely something. And I might even get him to do his perspective on it too. So you'll hear mine and his tomorrow. So yeah. It'll be kind of cool. So, looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to sharing the story because it's a beautiful love story, but like I said, it was marred in tragedy at the beginning. But it came out positive. It was very romantic in the long run, especially when it was able to happen and we enjoyed it. So yeah, I've put up with these people a long time, folks. I'm just kidding. Mom's like, hey now, and you love every damn minute of it. Yes, I do. I wouldn't have it any other freaking way, let me tell you. Because let me tell you, any good relationship starts out the way ours did. As best friends, as great friends, as, you know. And we actually were roommates because I dealt with a lot of BS at that time too. And I wouldn't stay anywhere but near him, even as best friends, because he didn't want that. He wanted me near him at all times. So we had this, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, we had a bunk bed that was, it was really neat. It was a full and a twin, I believe. Or no, a queen and a full. That's what it was. So it was a little bit bigger than the one I had growing up. But, and he always had me on the bottom because he didn't want me to climb up there. Now, when he was having his surgeries, we slept in our little twin beds, one on either side. But usually we were in the other ones. But when he would have surgeries, when I was with him, you know, when I lived with him, he would sleep in one bed on the opposite side because the bunk beds were in the middle. And And then the other beds were one on either side of the room. So we had 2 beds that we usually had in that room. And sometimes we would just lay there in the queen size bed and just talk before we go to bed, because that was our QT, our best friend QT. And it was just, we would just lay there talking, laughing, cutting up, having fun. They'd come in and catch us just sitting there having snacks. We had so much fun. Oh shit, it was a blast. And like I said, I'll tell you the whole details. It was fun. It was freaking fun, let me tell you. This family is, let's just say it's a TV show waiting to happen. If there was a family like us, real world family like us, that is a TV show waiting to happen. All the fun times and the traditions, and oh yeah, me and Narkees, we had so much fun. And so, like I said, we've got a lot of fun stuff that we've done over the years. We've been friends for a long time, and then we, got together, got married, have a family of our own, and we love every freaking minute of it. And like I said, it's a story that needs to be shared to show you never give up on a goal in life. Never give up on your hopes and dreams and things that you want, because that's a waste. To give up is a waste. It really is. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of happiness. And everybody deserves happiness. And that's what I want to show you guys is, yes, there was some negative in the way our relationship started as best friends, but it became a true love story. I mean, it was a romance that just blossomed. When it was able to blossom, it just flourished so fast. And the one song that I think of every time I hear it, it's in my head right now. Every time I think of our love story, I think of this song. But at least, instead of the one getting married off because the other didn't wait for him, I waited. I didn't pull a stunt like the person in the song did. Well, I can't be with you, so I'm just going to run off and, do my thing and come back and, oh, whoops, well, I can't have you now. You're married. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you'll find out tomorrow. I'm giving you lots of hints. And maybe you could figure out, Puppy already knows what song it is, but if you guys can guess what song I'm talking about, I'll give you props. If you could figure out what country song I'm talking about, I will give you props. I will give you props because you'll understand our love story, because it's kind of like that. And it's, like I said, it's kind of like another couple's story as well. It was kind of like their story as well. And of course, I'll have to say their names, but you'll understand because it's just like it, except for, me and the woman are different ages, of course. But the age on which the young man, basically in question, said what he said is just like Narkees. So yeah, lots to consider, huh, folks? Lots and lots to consider. Damn, this coffee is amazing. And I might have a different thing tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to have tomorrow. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, me do. Me knows well. Anyway. Oh, shoot. But this caramel macchiato, it almost tastes like a butterscotch caramelish, which fits. It does fit. It really freaking does. It fits. This stuff really, really fits. This particular combination. I love it. And a lot of my mugs, unfortunately, are a lot smaller. So to figure it out would be dangerous. So like, for example, the mug Christy got me for Mother's Day, I would have to do it with a like cappuccino K-Cup or something where I can't put anything in it. Yeah, don't put sugar and cream in it, Mom. Yeah, I know. I mistakenly put sugar in a cappuccino by accident, not realizing it was an actual K-Cup that was cappuccino mix. Whoops. Let's just say one angel saw me a little bit wired off my rocker that day. I was hyper as hell. Rocky, you missed that, Rocky Mama. You missed that shit. I was hyped on sugar. Oh my God, it was bad. Because y'all know how I am. I put sugar in my coffee. I didn't realize, because I just thought it was a K-Cup with like, it was the flavor French vanilla cappuccino. No, y'all, it was a legit cappuccino K-Cup. So when I didn't realize it, and when I lifted the lid, I'm like, oh shit. Because there was no powder in it whatsoever. It was gone. Just like a cocoa K-Cup, there's no powder in the cup. There's none of the grounds in it. There was nothing in it. I'm like, oh shit. I mean, that scared me because I didn't realize it, because I went in there to get the K-Cup and I screamed. I'm like, oh shit, that was an actual oopsie. And I was like wound for sound, y'all. And I'm probably going to get some of those again just to show you. Do not add sugar to these. There does not need to be any sugar added. Do not add sugar to a cappuccino K-Cup, you crazy ass woman. Me. Yikes. But yeah, I am crazy like that sometimes. I do stupid shit and I'm like, whoops. Because I wasn't used to the actual cappuccino K-Cups. So I got a surprise. I'm like, okay, now I know. Now those I could definitely see me putting in a smaller cup. But not anything else. So, yeah. But, yeah, those, or cocoa K-Cups I could see me doing in a smaller cup, but not these big, these coffee ones, because, yeah, that would not go well. Oh, goodness. Like I said, I'm looking forward to showing you guys the love story, because it was definitely interesting how it started and everything. was definitely fun. It was fun, unique. You know, when I moved in, it was fun being here. The beginning was not so fun. It was kind of scary. And you'll understand why. But when I moved in, that was the fun part. That's when the fun began. 2 besties hanging out all the time. Oh boy. Mom would tell you it was crazy. It was cray-cray. Because we had so much fun when we hung out and things like that. We had so much freaking fun. Going on the trips and hanging out. We were always running around. And like I said, he used to be in a wheelchair, but not anymore. And I was always, he always had me holding onto his wheelchair. And yeah, that's all she wrote. We were always running around, having fun. That was the bomb. All right. Yummy. That was tasty. Tasty. Yummy. Got to put this down. And I accidentally got coffee on me. Oh. Crunch.
He thanks me sincerely for my help and presents me with 3 blackberries as a token of his gratitude.
Yep, y'all know what I just got into. The bacon. That is the bomb. And like I said, it's not... It's not too sweet. And it's not overbearing. It's just perfect. It's bad. I love this. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed both of the first 2. And like I said, there is more to come later today. And like I said, I'll try to get his birthday celebration uploaded tonight, as well as the flashback, well, not flashback, but his his part of the Ukraine trip. Don't know if it'll be us together or him solo. Me and him will figure that out. And we'll go from there. So, anywho, we will see you tonight. It'll either be, and it might even be him doing that one and Michael, aka Mischievous Michael Azriel. Anyway, it might even be him doing the Halloween version. So, because he took the kids trick-or-treating, so maybe he will be the one to do that one. So we'll see what happens. And we will see y'all later on. And love you guys. Have a great day. I will be uploading later this evening as well, hopefully. And we'll catch you guys next time here on A Match Made in Heaven. Eternal love forever. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Goodbye and God bless.